So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session. Due to some technical glitches, the program was not concluded yesterday. So, please accept my sincere apologies for the inconvenience caused. And I am hopeful that no such problem arises today, and we'll certainly enjoy the session. So, here, yesterday we discussed the language game, its introduction, and we also discussed the significance and role of language games when it comes to language learning. So today I'm going to start with this topic: when to use language games in a classroom. So generally, there arises a doubt for everyone when to introduce language games in the classroom. So here, language games can be introduced to the students as a short warm-up activity, like an icebreaker. So before we are going to start one class, we can introduce a language game, and we can also introduce the language games to consolidate all the language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So in order to consolidate the language skills also, we can conduct the language games.
Yeah,
So the first thing is when to introduce language games. First one I have already told you, as an icebreaker or as a warm-up activity, language games can be introduced before beginning of a class. And the next one, in order to consolidate language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, also we can introduce the language skills. So this is the main purpose of conducting language games. It consolidates the learning of all the language skills. This is the main motto of conducting a language game. uh, these language games can also be conducted to enhance the knowledge of students about grammar and vocabulary. So apart from LSRW, we also conduct language games to improve students' grammar and vocabulary. And it can be conducted at all stages of the lesson. When we deal with the lesson in the during the process of transaction, we can introduce the language and also to execute review exercises. Generally, as a part of a classroom transaction process, we give many exercises to the students. So whenever we assign the exercise also, in order to review them, we can execute language games, and also to help learners review the material, learning material. And also sometimes we find some time left over at the end of the lesson. During such case also, we can conduct the language game. So
is the screen visible? Is the screen visible?
it's visible, sir.
Yes.
Okay, right, right.
And put them in attention mode.
So is everything clear today?
TV
Right.
sir, put them PPT in the presentation mode.
Okay.
So
So the next we are going to discuss the process of conducting language games. So before the teacher is going to conduct a language game, he or she needs to do certain things. So here, this slide tells about the process of conducting a language game. So the first step is the teacher need to explain the rules of the game to the students. So every language comprises certain rules. So here the first step of the teacher is to explain the rules to the students, and then the teacher should demonstrate with the help of one or two learners the parts of some game. That is the second one. Demonstration should be there. So with the help of the demonstration, the students will engage in that game. And the third step in this process is to write on the board any key language or instruction. The instructions need to be written on the board so that the students will remember the rules or the instructions throughout that game. So the teacher need to write those instructions on the board. And the fourth step in this process is to trial the game. So first of all, a trial need to be conducted, and finally the game should be played by the students. So I have found these 5 steps in the process of conducting a language game in the classroom. So when the teacher follows these 5 steps, the language games yield the desired results and outcomes. So this is a process of conducting language games. Then teacher need to remember certain things whenever he or she conducts the language games. Here the language games should be regarded as the supplementary activity. They need not be the main things in the language learning. Those are only the supplementary activities which assist language learning. And here teachers care should be taken while selecting the games. So appropriate games should be selected by the teachers while uh, uh, aiming at the desired result. And here teacher, because some students may
Okay, okay.
thank you. The teacher need not force the students to participate. If such compulsion is there, the students will be demotivated and they may not participate in the games actively. And the teacher need to give clear instructions while assigning a game. And finally, uh, we should encourage the learners to focus on the use of language. So students generally focus on language itself, but here our purpose is to focus on the use of the language. So these are certain suggestions for the teacher when it comes to the conducting of language games in the classrooms. Okay, and the next slide speaks about the kinds of language games. So what kind of language games are there, and how to select these games are going to be discussed now. So I have categorized the language games in the following types. The very popular game is the guessing games, which are very popular when it comes to second language learning. And the second one is board games, and third one is matching games, then sorting and arranging games. We are going to discuss all these kinds now in this session. And search games are also there, especially search games are useful for vocabulary, and labeling games are also there for grammar, like labeling the words with parts of speech or direct net speech or tenses. And information gap games are also there. This is nothing but transferring the information from a passage to a diagram or something else. So in this manner, the language games can be divided into these kinds. So this is about the concept, the kinds of language games. So depending on the situation or aiming at certain objective, the teacher has to select one particular language game. So that's about the topic. And the next one is, what are the advantages or merits of conducting language games? So here, almost all the language games are learner centered, and here the needs of the learners are taken care of while conducting these games. So it's a learner centered games, and generally they promote the communicative competencies. At the earlier stages, we focus on developing grammar and vocabulary, but at later stages, our main attention or focus is on promoting the communicative competence. So initially it is a linguistic competence. When the students attain certain linguistic competence, our focus will be on achieving this communicative competence, and also creating a meaningful context for language use. So here it creates a meaningful context, and it also motivates or excites the learners to learn a language, and anxiety will be reduced whenever language games are inculcated in the learning process. Similarly, a language integration of language skills will also be there in language games. For example, when a student is participating in a language game, the student may use listening as well as speaking, or they may use writing as well as reading. So this kind of integration of language skills, LSRW, uh, takes place with the help of these language games. And the spontaneous usage of language, that is nothing but connected speech and creativity, will also be fostered with the help of these games. And these games construct a cooperative learning environment, and here just it's a kind of collaborative learning, and also they develop the participatory attitude of the students. So these are the certain things. So overall, if you look at the advantages of language games, so three areas of a learner are developed with the help of these language games. That is nothing but the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor growth of the learner takes place with the help of these language games. So that's about the concept, advantages or merits of language games. So this is all the background information to the language games. Now I am going to list out certain language games which will be very useful. So among them, the very first one is to practice a game of grammar. So the name of this game is Have You Ever? So this game is called a board game, and with this we can introduce the structure, or we can strengthen the structure of asking questions with Have you ever? So if you look at this particular slide, uh, it is a dice game. With the help of the dice, the students select one particular picture and they frame the question beginning with Have you ever? So here start button is there, and here one verb is written, drive, and below that, under that, a picture is there. That is the picture of a car. So if a student gets one number with the help of the dice, the student need to frame a sentence, drive a car. So here, have you ever? This term should be integrated with that one, and the question becomes, have you ever driven a car? So in this manner, with the help of the dice, the students ask questions using have you ever. So this is very specific, isolated language game, which focuses only on the structure have you ever. So this is one part of language game. Here, whoever questions correctly for all the items, they will be the winner. And the other pair, this is a pair work, and the other student need to answer using the present perfect tense. So this is a language game which focuses on questioning in present perfect tense. So this is the first game that I have. These are all the tested and proven activities of language games. And the second one, which is very interesting, guessing games. So guessing games are the second type of games. Now let us do an activity with the help of these games. So here are the pictures of 20 persons. 20 persons, the photographs of 20 persons are there. So here I have chosen one particular person. Now it's your turn to ask the question beginning with is that person. So I have chosen, I am asking all the participants to guess whom I have selected. So I have selected one person from these 20 picks. Now you ask the question beginning with is that person. So whoever guesses correctly will be the winner of this particular game. Now the time starts within 1 minute of time. Let us see who will guesses correctly. So you can ask the question by unmuting yourself, and after that, after asking the question, just mute yourself. So the time starts for 1 minute. You ask the question and guess whom I have selected. Let us see who will be the winner. So in chat box, I'm getting the questions. Is that an old man? No. Salim Pasha sir has asked, is that an old man? No, it's not. Is not an old man. And Savita Devi has asked, is that male or female? So it's a good question. Probably female. Female, and you need to identify that particular person. 20 persons are there. You
Is
need
that
to
girl or
identify.
boy?
So it's not a boy. It's not a boy. The next question. Please, after asking the question, just unmute yourself. A baby with a flower. Here, Sripad has asked a question, but it's incorrect question. But though it is a correct one, Sripad has asked the correct one. A baby with a flower. Yes, she is a baby with a flower. So here we should encourage the winner in this game is Sripad sir. Okay. So here the question should be, is that the girl with a flower on her head? That should be the real question. So anyhow, that person has guessed correctly. So such kind of games can also be conducted in the classrooms, and whoever guesses correctly will be the winner of that particular game. And here we can have one more game, that is the use of a, an, or some. So generally, when we are going to introduce articles, we can introduce this particular game. Third game, this is the third game I am going to introduce now. So here, students will be introduced how to use a or an, and after introducing that particular concept, the teacher need to assign this particular language game. So here, it is also a board game. The student is starting here. So please unmute the participant. I request the participant to unmute themselves. So here the third game is with the articles. It is a dice game, and here starting with a boy is there. Now the students need to what collocate that picture with the help of a or an. TV Rao sir, please go to the next slide. Hello sir.
Yeah, yeah. It has got struck.
Oh,
స్విచ్ చేయమని వద్దు.
Wait.
సరే. సరే. ఒకటి ఉంటుందంట ఎవరికైనా పూలు బదులు ఈ రెండు చిన్నగా ఉన్న రెండు వేసుకోవచ్చంట. రత్నగారు మావి మాట్లాడారు. ఒకటి చాలా మంది పూలు ఏమంటారు, ఈ రెండు చిన్నగా ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి వీటిని స్టెంట్లు వేసేసుకుంటే నడిచిపోతుంది.
Someone is creating problem. It is not moving.
Rao sir.
Sir.
Sir, please press escape key once. Sir.
Yeah, I pressed. There is a problem. There is a problem.
System stuck, sir.
It got struck.
Sir, you do one thing, sir. Please press Alt Control.
Screen sharing and reshare again. Stop screen sharing and reshare the PPT.
Okay.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, okay.
Right. It got stuck.
Okay.
Sir, now
So this
press
is an-
F5 key, sir.
It got struck.
this is
Okay,
all.
it is okay. Now it is okay.
Right, sir. Okay.
But put them in the
Okay, sir.
Sir, it is
it's okay
ending
now.
in 2 seconds, sir.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, thank you. So this is another game that makes the students learn the structure there is or there are. So this is also one particular structure related to the articles, and singular plurals also can also be taught with the help of this particular language game. So here certain pictures are there. The students need to frame the sentences using there is or there are. So whoever makes all the sentences correctly will be the winner of this particular game. For example, for certain boxes, a cross mark is there. For such pictures, the student need to say there are not any. There are not any. So in that manner, certain symbols are there on the pictures. With the help of the symbols, the students need to frame the sentences beginning with there is. For example, there is a cup. There are some chips, or there are some slices of bread. So the student can also say there is an onion. The student can also say there are not any potatoes. So in this manner, there is a, there is an, there are some, there are any. So these four structures can be developed with the help of this particular language game, and the group whichever makes all the sentences correctly will be the winner of that particular game, and it is a group activity which can be given for the students who are in the beginning stage of learning a language. So this is one board game. And the next game we are going to talk about is a game named Superheroes. And this Superheroes game deals with the active voice and the passive voice. So generally, this game can be introduced after briefing the students about the rules of changing the active voice into passive voice or passive voice into active voice. So here are certain sentences and which can be played with the help of the dices. And here a few sentences are written, and the group need to transform those sentences into passive form with the help of that particular dice. So this is one game related to active voice and passive voice. And the next game is about just a minute. We can say JOM sessions or JOMs. Here 100 topics are there, and the teacher gives one particular number to one particular student, and the student need to talk on that particular topic. So here 100 topics are given, like your family, someone you like, someone you consider an idol, do you like shopping, okay, ask your friend a question. So these are the games that are there. 100 tasks are given, and the student who here speaks the answers correctly will be the winner of this particular game. This is also a board game. And the next game is aimed at the strengthening of the structure used to, which talks about the past habits. So in order to strengthen the structure used to, here this game is given. So here certain questions are there. What is your first childhood memory? Where did you used to live as a child? What used to be your favorite toy? So these are certain games which are aimed at strengthening the structure used to. So which talks about probably past habit or past state of being. So here also whoever tells all the answers correctly will be the winner, and the answers are displayed by the teacher, and they can be corrected with the help of the teacher also. So this is about board games. We can also call them the grammar games, which aim at strengthening the grammar of the students. So that's the first one. And let's go to the next slide, which aim at the strengthening of pronunciation. So generally, here two best games are there to strengthen the pronunciation of the students. One such game is that can be conducted with the help of tongue twisters. We know the impact of tongue twisters in strengthening the pronunciation of the students. So generally, students face many difficulties when pronounce the language, the words in the language. So here, these tongue twisters can be effectively used to overcome the problems in pronunciation. So here is a tongue twister. So for teachers like us, I have chosen a lengthy tongue twister. So let me try to read it this tongue twister. After that, we have a particular task. So I'm going to read this tongue twister. A mathematician can mathematize mathematics mathematically. If a mathematician can mathematize mathematics mathematically, why can't I mathematize mathematics mathematically like a mathematician who mathematizes mathematics mathematically? So approximately it took 7 minutes of time to finish, 7 seconds of time to finish this particular tongue twister. So here we are teachers, so we can deal with such kind of lengthy tongue twisters. So as a teacher in the classroom also, we can give certain tongue twisters. So before giving the tongue twister, we should help the students, we should assist the students how to pronounce particular words. So after giving a demonstration how to pronounce that particular tongue twister, we can give the task for the students. So the student who speaks the tongue twisters in less time will be the winner of that particular game of tongue twisters. So here, let's do one more activity. Here are 5 tongue twisters. Sir, please go to the next slide, sir. So here I have chosen 5 tongue twisters. Now, let us take 1 or 2 minutes of time, and let us see who will say these tongue twisters quickly. So 5 tongue twisters are there. I count the time, and I give time for 3 to 4 participants. Whoever are interested can raise their hands, or they can unmute themselves and come into the speaking.
Sir, fifth one I can, sir.
No, sir. All the 5.
There is a sandwich on the sandwich was sent by a sandwich.
Come on, second one.
Cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. In summer ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. If two watches, which would watch which watch?
Hello?
So someone is saying, but we
Hello?
cannot hear to that person. Yes, please.
Hello, sir. Shall I, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, thank you. There is a sandwich on the sand which was sent by a sandwich. A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. In summer, ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. If two witches would watch two watches, which watch a big bug bit the big black bear, but the big black bear bit the big black bug back.
You
Thank you,
have
sir.
taken 15 seconds, madam. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, is there any other one who
May I know your name?
Sir, Anita, sir. Okay, Anita, sir. Maths
Very good.
teacher, but I am interested in English, sir.
Very good, very
Sir,
good.
school assistant maths. Yes.
Very
Sir,
good.
thank
Being
you.
a maths teacher,
Just unmute everyone and claps. Unmute everyone and claps.
Sir, I am very much passionate about English grammar, sir. That's why I am listening, sir, class.
Actually,
Okay.
she should go to the
Is there
15th
any other
slide.
one who
It's about
says?
mathematics.
Shall I?
yeah, Vasanta
Shall
Lata
I,
is ready,
sir?
I
Good
think.
evening.
Yeah, Vasanta Lata is ready. Right.
There is a sandwich on the sand which was sent by a sandwich. A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cookies. In summer ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Two witches would watch two watches. Which witch would watch which watch? A big black bug bit the big black bear, but the big black bear bit the big black bug back. Thank you.
Has taken
Bhuma
21
Venkatesh is
seconds
ready, I
of time.
think. Can you,
Sir,
sir?
I'm Srinivas.
So, okay.
Srinivas is ready from Karimnagar.
Okay, okay. Carry on.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
May I take the chance?
Last one.
Yeah.
Anand. Yes.
Hello.
Sandwich and sandwich stand by a sandwich.
Actually, isn't photo
In summer, I scream, you scream,
Sir, I am
we
ready
all
to.
scream for ice cream. These two wishes to want.
Thank you, Shakta work, sir. Thank you, Srinivas, sir.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
Thank you.
Breakfast,
Jerry.
this about the black
I'm
bear,
ready.
but the black bear will
May I take the chance now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm Srinivas. May I take the chance now?
Sure.
Thank you all.
No, no.
Mute yourself.
That's
So
the
this
sandwich
is
only.
what significance of
Srinivas also muted. TV Rao sir.
Oh, right.
okay, right. So this is the significance and importance of tongue twisters in improving the pronunciation of the students. So the teacher may include tongue twisters in the classroom transaction process so as to improve the pronunciation. And remember, before introducing the tongue twisters, it is better for the teacher to say or to pronounce clearly each and every word from the tongue twisters. So that's about tongue twisters related to pronunciation. So in order to improve the pronunciation of the students, the teacher can also give the students minimal pairs. I think all of us know what are minimal pairs. It is a pair of words which have the difference of only one sound. For example, you can see on the screen, bent, went, fan, van, wine, fine, save, safe, thumb, and some. So if you look at these 5 words, there is the difference of only one sound. So here the teacher can also make use of minimal pace while taking the task related to pronunciation. So here these minimal pace are very important in picking out the rhyming words from a poem or in order to improve the pronunciation. So how to conduct the game of minimal pair? So it can be introduced for intermediate or advanced level, and age should be older children. Mostly adults will be taken part of this program, and the group size, it can be given as a pair work, and the use is pronunciation, listening, and speaking will also be improved with the help of this minimal pace. So before we give, it is better to prepare in advance a list of minimal pairs. And the teacher should write the words on different slips of paper and give that paper to a particular student in the pair. and the other student reads, one student reads the word and other students should say the minimal pair. For example, one student said sit, and the other student says pit. So in this manner, minimal pairs can be conducted. The game of minimal pair can be conducted, and the other students have to say the similar words. So here are some lists of words. Now one more activity we are going to do. Sir, go to the next slide, sir.
Check time also, Srinivas, time. Are we going to conduct one more
Sir,
Zoom?
I need 10 to 15 more minutes of time, sir.
7:30. We need to reschedule, I think.
Because it
Actually,
is almost 38 minutes. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
So actually, we have got a message on the screen. There is no time for this Zoom session.
Okay,
no
then
time
continue.
limit for this. So
Okay,
I'll
then
continue as long as it is over.
Okay.
Shall I schedule new?
So here.
No.
If it is,
No need. Okay, right.
Okay.
Carry on.
So okay. So here are 10 words which are there, and can anyone supply the minimal pairs for these 10 words? Only one, please. Raise your hand. We will unmute them. Okay. So without wasting time, let us move on to the next game.
No.
Yeah, someone is there.
White light.
White night crowd. Loud.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Read shade.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll go to the next slide because we are running short of time. And here, one more word that can be given as a whole class activity for the beginners. So here, adding a letter, it can be given for the beginners as a whole class activity. Here, teacher writes a letter on the board, and the first student adds another one to make a new word from these two letters. Okay. For example, here teacher has written letter A, and player one, that is student one, came and wrote N is added to that A. And player 2 came and he wrote D, and the word became and. And player 3 has written S before that, and it became sand. And player 4 has added one more word, that is T, stand. But player 5 has not written anything. So the team player 4 has won this game. So it can be given for the students who are in the beginning stage as a whole class activity in order to improve vocabulary. So that is about adding a letter
Standard
game.
colors and.
So here let's move to the next game, that is late for work. So generally, when we aim at improving the listening and speaking of the students, we can assign this particular language game. And the level is for intermediate and advanced, and it can be given as a pair work for the students. So here, if you look at the description of this game, one person is the boss and the other person is an employee who has just shown up late. So what's their excuse? The boss should question the employee's story and try to figure out if that person is lying or is telling truth. So in this process, the boss, who is acting as a boss, practices asking different kinds of questions. Here this time, the focus is on asking WH questions, beginning with why, how, when, and who. So here the employee, the other person, should practice answering using the past tense. So here the aim of this one is to improve listening skill, speaking skill, and also to develop
WH
the
words,
past tense and also WH question. So this is a fun game which will be very interesting, and mostly students enjoy this game. That is the game late for work. And another one is the differences in picture. So this is played with the help of pixel flashcards, and especially it is very useful to improve the description. It may be used to develop writing skills, or it can also be used to develop the speaking skills of the students. So here it can be given for beginners, intermediate students, and also the advanced students, and the time duration of this activity is 15 to 20 minutes, and the group size should be 2 to 10. The materials needed are picture flashcards. So here the teacher gives the students, pair of students, a pair of cards. For example, one student Ramu is there, the teacher gives one card to Ramu, and other student Somu is there, the teacher gives a similar picture to that particular Somu. So here the students have to identify the number of differences in the cards. So the cards are similar, but there are certain differences. Here this pair should work together and they need to identify the differences in those pictures. So this is about the game, that is nothing but differences in pictures. And the next game is English Whisper. This is previously we used to call it Chinese Whisper, and after the Corona we have changed it as English Whisper. Okay. So just joking. So the level of this game is intermediate or advanced, and it can be given for older children and adults, especially at high school stage. We can give this game, and it can be given as a world class activity. And the objective of this game is to improve listening and speaking skill among the learners. So
Yeah,
what
so
is the
will you
description?
give any? Yeah, so will you give any example for this English Whisper, sir? I want
Yes,
to know.
yes, I'm giving.
Okay.
So here, ask the students to stand in a row, just like the students stand in our meeting every morning assembly. So ask the students to stand in a row, and one particular student, the student who is in the last, okay, the student
Okay.
says a few sentences, and
Okay.
he says the student to the student who is standing before him, and that particular student shares this information with the student who is sitting before him. So in this
Stand.
manner the information is passed from the last student in the row to the first student
First
in the row.
student. Okay.
So here in this process the student need to listen and understand, then he need to
Yeah.
pass the information to the other student. So here listening and speaking, both the skills can be developed. And here naturally what happens is when the information is passed from the last student to the first student, obviously the meaning will be changed. So
Yes.
students will also understand the other benefit, affective domain. The other benefit is
Yeah.
the students will understand how rumors spread over the time.
Spread. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
Okay,
this is
sir.
also one more area. So it
Okay.
can also be conducted in the language games. So this is the English Whisper. So these are certain games that can be. So we used to have many games in a traditional manner, but with the help of technology, we can also make use of many. If the classroom is low resourceful, we can use these games. For example, if the classroom has the desktop or laptop or mobile phones, we can also make use of certain websites to conduct the language games. So in the next slide, I have given certain useful links to conduct language games. These are the open sources. You can download the games, you can download the worksheets, and you can also play games online. So here I have given a list of some useful links in the next slide. TV Rao sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the list of websites that help us in getting language games. So the first one is English Club. Here we can get plenty of language games. These games are especially for the students who are learning English as a second language. And one more is British Council. As actually TV Rao sir has suggested me to go through these websites, and here in British Council's website, thousands of games are there. You can directly download these games and you can take the worksheets from the students and you can do many things. And English for Kids also is another website. And Teaching English, here we can also find hundreds of language games. Fun English Games is another website where we get worksheets. Learning English Kids is also from British Council. And English Club is there. And these are certain websites that provide us different language games where we can download the language games, we can take the worksheets, and we can also play language games in the websites. So actually there are plenty of games. Due to lack of time, unable to display all those games here.
It's your luck.
And,
it is 7:48. Continue.
Yes, sir, 7:40.
Go ahead.
Actually, I have got a message that there is no time limit for this Zoom
It has
session,
been
so we can
announced.
continue for a longer period also. So here, these are the certain websites. So here I have been working on these language games for the last 1.5 years. I have plenty of games I have collected. So these games are there in one particular website, or I can also mail. TV Rao sir, how can we arrange all these games? Nearly, I have collected 150 games in the form of PDF. So
Yes,
for
sir.
those who are interested, ELTA can distribute those worksheets and games.
Sure, sure.
So TV Rao sir will take care of that. I'll send all the games, list of games and procedure and target objectives of that particular game. These will be distributed to TV Rao sir,
Srinivas
and
sir,
sir will.
Srinivas
Sir,
sir,
please.
we
Sir.
have ELTA Telangana YouTube channel. We
Yes,
post
sir.
all of them in the ELTA Telangana YouTube channel. Okay.
Okay, sir. Definitely. Thank you so much. So this is about the role and impact of language games. I hope I have conveyed it. So thank you so much for ELTA, and especially TV Rao sir, Vinay sir, Sampath sir, and all those people who are there on behalf of ELTA. So
Thank you
the
very much,
session,
Srinivas. Very
Thank
nice
you, sir, Srinivas sir.
presentation. Very nice
So let us
presentation.
take some time. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I want quick reflection
Thank
from
you,
one.
Sri.
Reflection from one or two participants. We have short of time. If anybody raise the hand, I'll allow them.
Sir, good evening, everybody. So, my name is Ramu. I'm working at TVS Securities.
Puli Ramu.
Yes, sir, Puli Ramu.
Yeah, right.
Sir, I joined lately actually, but this is really interesting, sir. Sir has come. I felt that it is a newly methods games, and in order to develop the grammar, spelling, pronunciation, almost he covered all the corners, sir, for the developing the language. Really interesting. Thank you, sir. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bhaiya, I am here to respond.
Yeah, Govardhan bhai. Right. Okay.
Srinivas Bhaiya, as usual, he did very productive session. Thank you for providing all the information that you have collected with your lot of risk. Thank you for a productive session. Thank you for ELTA for making us fruitful.
Actually, he is doing his research in that. He has lot of things. He would share.
Okay. Yes. I know how much pain he will take. Personally, I know him. Srinivas Bhaiya, good evening. I'm Govardhan Reddy from MBPS Mulkano.
Yeah. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the productive session.
Sir, yeah,
Hello?
4 more participants raise their hand. Shall I give them time?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. Sir, I am Srinivas K from Karimnagar, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay, yeah. Give your reflection. I request Vinay sir to give your final reflection.
Srinivas sir want to speak. No, let us continue.
K. Srinivas sir.
Srinivas
Sir,
sir.
Srinivas sir,
online, sir.
You may.
Sir, please unmute others. Please unmute yourself. Particularly Anita madam, you please unmute yourself.
Sir, I am K. Srinivas online to give my reflection, sir. Hello, sir.
Sir, please
Yeah.
go ahead.
You may.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am Kandukuri Srinivas. Sir, C.S. Srinivas, I thank you very much for giving an elaborate and very joyful and educative presentation today. And I thank Mr. Vinay sir, Sumo sir, and Venkateshwar Rao sir for backing up this very good program, useful program. And in this program, very unknown things were learned by me, sir. And I have learned many things which are not known to me till today. And I enjoyed a lot by the presentation given by CS sir. Well done, Srinivas sir. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Vinay sir.
Anyone else? Okay. Srinivas sir, as usual, everybody already mentioned that you did it well, and your presentation and the organizing skills and the hard work and everything is visible in your presentation, and it is a good work that you have done. And my concern is that because the participants, everybody started appreciating that this is good. So when it will be good? So when somebody will try these games in their classrooms, and then they share those experiences to the HELTA, then we organize the same webinar meeting with the teachers who already practice these games. Then this session will be a more fruitful. This is my opinion, and let us give a try. Okay, let us hope for the best, and thank you. You did it well.
So actually, most of the games I have tried, sir, at my school level, and many of the games have become given successful results.
Okay, then that is the case. This is the practice that we have to develop now. So whatever something new that you are trying in your school, you make a record of that. Take a photograph and collect the students' written works or the reflections like that. When you give presentations like this, so incorporate these evidences from the school also. Then it will become a more effective than this.
Definitely,
Okay, thank you,
sir. I'll do that.
Lakshman sir. Lakshman sir.
Sampath sir is there.
Sampath sir, please.
Nice presentation for students. Congratulations. We have confidence that you can do wonders with your presentations. As usual, hearty congratulations. I request all the other participants to be ready with your presentations. Those who are interested, so we have a great session with you. And one more thing, you try to give some advice, suggestions to improve our webinars. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Lakshman sir, you may.
Right. Okay. So good evening, everybody. First, I congratulate Mr. Srinivas. So as usually, he gave a wonderful presentation, and the takeaway of the program session is very much important as far as the participants are concerned, because know what is always a little bit easier than know how. So now we came to know what. It's a kind of a knowledge gaining session, but when know how is becoming expertise, becoming expertise teacher is always a little bit difficult, as Vinayadhar said. So these all the sessions what the ELTA has been doing since last since May 2nd. So I hope all the participants would make them into practice, put them into practice, and test the results of this knowledge. So when knowledge becomes fruitful, when it is tested. So I hope all the teachers would follow all the games, and here Srinivas put abundant information in his session. It's wonderful. I hope you would all be benefited with this session. Thank you, Srinivas. Once again, congratulating, and I'm appreciating the way you organized the session. Thank you, one
Thank you
and
so
all.
much, sir. Lakshman sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
3 participants raise their hand. Can you?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Let them
Hello.
speak. Let them speak.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Sir, I am Rajendra, sir, from Ibrahimpatnam, sir, Jagitial district.
Okay.
Ibrahimpatnam mandal.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi, sir, Srinivas, sir. It's very nice presentation, sir. The games you have shown in the slides, very interesting, sir. So I'll give you assurance that we'll definitely get the result from the students with the help of these games. And I'm new to this group, and today I attended this meeting. It's very interesting, sir. So I hope I will see some more sessions to develop our language skills. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, it is lucky we have got extension of the session.
So
Srinivas
actually, it
sir,
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
compensation. It is the
yeah,
compensation for yesterday's class.
right, right.
Maybe,
Anyway,
maybe. That's true.
anyway, the
Mr. Azhar.
presentation what you have made is excellent, and you have done a wonderful job. I can see the industry that made before preparing for the session is output of your presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Hope, as Vinay said, all also follow this and try to make use of these games when you go back to your schools, because of this long vacation, students find no interest in coming to schools. When you start playing these, giving these such type of games, students find interest and they start coming to school. Make use of the time and explore as many games as possible and work on it and prepare and make the games get ready. And when the schools reopen, start your school teaching with this language game, so that the children will be very interested and ignited towards learning. Thank you one and all for sparing with us all this time.